Ну, смотри, так лучше качество, да?
Ну да, мне так больше нравится.
Я цветокоррекцию сделал немного.
М.
Так, что, работает? Привет, дорогие друзья. Кто там, зайдите, напишите кто-нибудь. Мы переходим на новый формат общения с подписчиками. Только.
Не только общение.
Не только с подписчиками.
Ну, что
Так,
сегодня?
так что, если есть желание, заходите. Будем что-нибудь делать. Ну, в основном играть, конечно, но если у вас будет достаточно много, то вы можете предложить какие-то интересные штуки, которыми нам можно заняться. Погнали! Короче, поступило предложение посмотреть одного прикольного чувака, у которого 9 миллионов 120 тысяч подписчиков. Я его наткнулся на него случайно. Вот, он гоняет, короче, всякую стритфуд еду пробует. Ну, не обязательно стритфуд, но у него в основном, как я понял. Но он прикольный, на самом деле. У него съемка прикольная, он сам такой веселенький, и он всякую дичь пробует, прям жесткую какую-то там. Плацента быка, там еще что-то. Ну, короче, жесть. Вот сейчас сами все увидите. Я надеюсь, меня никто не забанит за это все дело на Твиче. Вот. Так, ну чё, где? Захват окна. Мяу. Вот этот чувак. Best Ever Food Review Show.
Best ever. Best ever.
Давай я что-нибудь найду, что я не смотрел.
Давай.
Сколько у него интересных видосов.
А давай посмотрим то видео, которое больше всего.
Так я его смотрел, скорее всего. Ну давай.
9 миллионов.
Вот это хочешь посмотреть?
Giant Claw Challenge.
Да.
Ну давай.
Или вот это. Мне вообще нравится с ракообразными. Мне не нравится смотреть, как, конечно, убивают животных, но кушают они их очень вкусно.
О, вьетнамский шоколад.
Вот этого хочешь посмотреть?
О, да, это ужасно.
А это, кстати, жук
Не
какой-то.
жуков каких-то. Лучше вообще.
Блин, ну у него много видосов. Вот это я тоже видел. Лобстера за 460 я сегодня посмотрел.
Смотри, какой он там 11 минут просмотрел.
Где?
Какой милый черт.
10 винкс, 5 минут.
Это что-то очень острое, похоже. Ой, личинки, смотри.
У него видосы вообще не заканчиваются.
Ой, смотри, какой он был толстенький и такой стал красавчик.
4 года.
5 лет. Сколько интересно, уже 6 лет.
6
6
лет.
лет этим занимаюсь. Смотри, все начиналось просто с бутеров.
О, давай его первое видео посмотрим.
Давай.
Today I went to the best restaurant alive, Melting Monkey. Do you like cheese? Do you like bread? Do you like to melt it between, the bread with the cheese in the middle? It's like a grilled cheese, but better. Do you like cheese?
I don't like cheese, but melting monkey cheese is good.
You go straight down from the churro place. They've got like 8 grills running. Sandwiches are pre-made. Bam, they put it on the griddle. 7 minutes later, your number dings, you go get it. This place is like a well-oiled machine. Here's the big thing. A lot of people come up to me and they're like, what credibility do you have, Sonny, as a food reviewer? I used to weigh like 300 pounds. I've eaten more food than most people. So I've had a lot of experience with different types of cheeses, breads, textures, different grilling agents, such as oil, or do I use butter? It's around 5,000 won per sandwich. That's not bad. Like if I had to choose between a friendship and eating the rest of the sandwich, like it would be a hard choice. It's emotionally good. This is a sandwich that will make you emotional. This is the Titanic of sandwiches. This sandwich will make you rethink if you just want to be in shape or if you just want to Like maybe I just die at 40.
О, если мы сможем поехать
You know?
во Францию, то...
Just get another 10 years out of this heart and then call it good. Here's what I hate when there's a cooking show and they go,
В мире не помешали нам.
mmm.
То есть первый у него видос, он
You gotta do it
купил
like this.
бутерброд.
Не, он рассказывает про то, как он
Oh,
любит есть и любит сыр.
thought, why did I only get 2? I mean, do you get cheese? This is a big gainer meal. If you're looking to really bulk up and put on some muscle, I'm saying like the grilled cheese with the bacon in it, that's gonna get you to a place where you want to be.
Have you seen the movie Aliens?
Not really.
There's an animal called the face hugger. That's what that looks like.
В смысле, мы только что первый видос смотрели.
Well,
А
let's
это
eat.
второй раз? Нет, я придумала, что он был
Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam's most populated city with over 8 million residents. This is the place I've called home for 3 years. So when it comes to food, I thought I'd seen it all, but man oh man, was I wrong.
Are people really eating the head? What are they eating there?
Today I'm on a mission to uncover the most unique, most remarkably bizarre cuisine this city has to offer.
Have you ever had bat wings?
No.
Now you'll know what bat wings are like.
I'm talking hidden culinary offerings that even the most well-versed local foodies have never even heard of.
You know what an isopod is? Or no?
From a porker's ghibli bits to a deep-sea nightmare.
Just pretending it's a little human baby.
This is bizarre food in Vietnam.
We're doing it! Yuen, welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes.
Yuen?
Yuan.
You may remember my friend Yuin from the time we had goat hot pot with plenty of goat udder.
Oh, this is yummy. Oh,
We're in a market right now. What market is this?
this is Thôn Thất Đạm Market.
Here in the heart of Ho Chi Minh City's most bustling district, this traditional market remains nearly untouched by time. Locals come here for produce and fresh street food. Today, we're starting out with a peculiar favorite, durian sticky rice from Soi Ha Yung. The only catch is the durian. The fruit they're using happens to be the smelliest fruit you'll find in all of Asia.
I didn't actually experience this until I was well into my 30s. And so I had only heard scary, terrifying things about it. But the first time I tried it, I realized it's delicious. And I don't know, to me, the smell is not offensive. It's intense, but not bad.
You know, in Vietnam, this one is the king of fruit. People, they only love it or hate it. There's no so in the middle. You
I
know?
love it.
Yeah.
This one too, it's super ripe.
This treat starts with sticky rice that's been cooked with green beans, giving it a yellow color. Top that with a huge pod of ripe, pungent durian. Before diving in, you gotta peel away the durian flesh and combine it with the rice.
Let's try it out. Oh, that's super yummy. The actual taste of the durian is just very fruity, kind of melony, but it's got some stink to it.
And when it mixed with the sticky rice, it balances the sweetness. Yeah.
I feel very balanced. Today, our plan is to go throughout the city and we're looking for some kind of uncommon food.
You mean like exotic food?
See, it's gonna be exotic for me, but is it exotic for you? Or no?
No.
Pork penis? That's like a daily item for you?
No, not really.
What about an isopod?
I suppose no.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's pretty exotic for you too.
Yeah.
We did it. I love the durian sticky rice. It's a great combination, but this is just appetizer. We have a lot more to come.
Our first taste of the unknown will start here. Ku Heo Jin, a favorite for locals, a nightmare for pigs. For years, the owner, Miss Bin, has been pleasing crowds with her delicate delicacies.
Okay, how are you doing?
Chị khỏe không? Khỏe. Yeah, she's good.
You got a really unique menu here. Can you tell us a little bit about your menu and how long you've been doing this?
Bán gần 20 năm.
So she's been doing this for like 20 years. Menus here have like more than 10 items. So she has the penis, the bowels, and all the part of the pig.
Does she have testicles? What is it that people love about the pork penis?
Như là nó ngon, với là nó cũng rẻ rồi phù hợp.
So first, it's very special. Like everyone can eat that, and it's very cheap. But in the past, it's not really popular. Now, thanks to the internet, it's getting more and more popular. So people keep coming back.
Well, listen, thank you so much for taking the time to answer all our questions, and I can't wait to taste your penis.
The dish is marinated with a local spice blend. Then it's deep fried until cooked through. She tosses on okra and morning glory and serves it with green chili sauce and tamarind sauce.
I gotta say, I look at this presentation and I'm blown away. Everything I listed already in the voiceover is right here. And like 6 toothpicks because they assume that you're going to share with your friends. Not true though. This was all for me. I'm going to try just the bear penis first.
I will take the biggest.
Wow. Oh, it's crunchy.
And it's not really meaty, but like a tendon, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some okra.
Me too.
The sides are very nice, but we're not here for that. We're here for the bean.
Yes.
I feel like I'm eating a chicken neck.
And I bet it will be better if you add some more sauce into it.
Okay, I'm gonna soak this up and try it out with a little bit of sauce on there. Here we go.
Very crunchy.
The fish sauce is so spicy and sweet from the tamarind. I love it. Overall, if you think about it so much, if you're picturing what it is, you're not gonna have as much fun. Point is, don't think, just chew.
Чтобы с ней быть на одном уровне, видел, что сделал?
Coming up, deep sea monsters that will literally haunt your dreams. But before that, we're going here. Welcome to Pha Lao Vit. This street side dinner spot is run by Mr. Nguyen, who inherited the shop from his mother. It's so popular among the locals that they usually sell out in just a few hours.
Thank you so much for having us here today at your restaurant. This place is wild. You've got like buckets full of every different duck part. I mean, I saw feet, there's gizzards here, there's even duck head. Are people really eating the head?
Thì cái đầu vịt này giống như là
What's special here is about this is the duck head, and what's special about it is the way they cook it, and it will taste different and better than the normal way people cook it.
Oh, there's like many ways to cook a duck head?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. I'm just translating what he said. This isn't your average duck head. As you guys know, there's thousands of ways to cook a duck head, and this is like the most good one. I've had pho lao, but I've had beef. I've never had the duck one.
His mother is the one who created this dish, so the way she cooked pho lao here is totally different from the beef pho lao you have before.
Pho lao, also known as offal stew, is a popular Vietnamese street food traditionally made from cow or pig organs, stewed in a local spice blend and eaten with banh mi bread. Here, they've changed the protein using a rich spiced duck stock, saturating every single part of the duck with their savory broth. And I mean every single part.
Well, hi.
Hi again.
I'm gonna do a little scavenger hunt throughout the bowl and see what we got here. This looks like some wing, maybe
The neck?
upper pectoral.
Yeah.
This is a blood cake,
The
right?
blood cake.
Blood rice
yeah.
cake.
With the glutinous rice.
Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna try a little bit of blood rice cake.
How about we dip into the ginger fish sauce?
Oh, okay.
Рис.
Oh,
Wow.
whoa, that's perfection.
Yeah.
The cake itself is like so meaty and hearty. It's waterlogged with all that broth. The fish sauce that has some chili in there, it gives it some kick. That combo is deadly. Oh, and then here, check this out.
Yeah.
Wet. Yes, that's intense. You can actually eat between the toes.
Yeah.
Have you done this before?
Nope.
Wow, there's a lot of new stuff for you today.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a lot like a bat wing. Let's try it out. Very fatty, soft. It actually falls
Yeah.
apart pretty easily.
And I bet that they have stewed it like for hours to make this soft.
Yeah, the skin is super soft and really yummy. It would take a couple years to get full, but I do like it. Oh, and then here, the freaking duck head. So they've cut the beak off, no
Yeah.
beaks. Then they cut the head in half. And literally here we have a cross section of a duck head. I'm gonna dig in here and just pull out this brain. All right, cheers. Creamy.
Fatty.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. It tastes like a brain. You guys should know by now, right?
Is it your first time seeing those kind of head?
In that way, yeah. It was a little scary. But then you taste it and it's like,
It's
oh,
good,
man.
right?
Yeah. It's like a guy with a lot of tattoos, but he's nice.
Nice comparison.
Snails, crab, octopuses, or even lobsters frequent the menu at most seafood street food joints. But here, they're taking it a step further. Welcome to Tom Kang Song, one of the only street food stalls in the city that also caters to high-end seafood lovers who can't wait to part with their money and devour some giant aquatic creatures.
Action! Hey, how you doing? Let's get a quick pound. Boom! Thank you so much for having us here at your seafood empire. This place is amazing.
This is the guy who started it all. Mr. Hui started the seafood empire 7 years ago, but in the last 2 years, he's introduced new, more exotic, high-end selections.
Why do you want to go into the high-end seafood and especially the supersized seafood?
Thì em cũng biết là cái
Usually people have to go to the restaurant to try the high-end seafood, so he wants to be the first one who bring the high-end seafood to the street food like this, so everyone can easily try it.
Speaking of giant seafood, you have something here that is huge, and it's also one of the most scary deep-sea creatures I've ever seen. It's called an isopod.
Isopods, also known as the cockroaches of the sea. These are deep-sea creatures living at the bottom of the ocean, whose job it is to eat all the dead animals that fall to the ocean floor. It's a weird job, but someone's got to do it.
Oh my God!
Oh my god!
It's like a giant cockroach.
Yeah, like a giant cockroach.
They're huge. But who is eating this?
nhiều chứ. Tại vì á
A lot
là
of people eat that.
Việt Nam mình có nhiều người rất là giàu.
So you know, rich people, they like to try exotic food like strange food or weird food. So when they come here and they see this, they definitely have to try this.
I can't wait to get so rich that I'm so bored. I'm like, I need rare deep sea species.
Eating this strange food is a serious financial commitment. For these 2 isopods, the price is over $200.
Can she hold one? It's like a little baby.
Yeah, like a little baby, and it's really cold, and it's.
I'll take the baby.
Thank you.
Here you can see the whole isopod. It has 14 legs, far more than anyone needs. And it's got this little like fin part like a shrimp, and then it's got this armor coating. Oh, I just know when I was on a fishing boat in Japan, they cut open the stomach, they pull out the contents, and it was the worst smell I have ever smelled in all my smell history.
A few months ago, when we caught isopods in Japan, the captain cut out their stomachs, which contained a putrid ball of rotting organic matter that smelled so toxic that this happened.
You gonna throw up? Oh no!
Here, they don't cut out the stomachs. I'm told we'll be cooking and eating everything. And, I can't wait.
All right, today we're living the life of the rich. Let's do this. Oh, did you hear that laugh? That was an ominous laugh.
Today, we'll have 3 unique isopod dishes. As a first step, the isopods are steamed up in a street-side sauna for 20 minutes. After they're cooked through, the real fun begins. First, the Hong Kong salted isopod. This cutie is cut into pieces, then coated in flour and deep-fried for a couple minutes. In a separate wok, our sidewalk chef fries up garlic, ginger, leeks, and chilies. Finally, dousing the isopod parts in a load of salty, seasoned goodness.
Before we sat down, I talked to the owner and I asked him 2 possibly offensive questions. First, I asked, can we eat everything here? You may be happy to know that yes, we can eat everything except for, like the hard shell. Second, I said, has anyone ever gotten sick? He said no. It's possible someone died, but no one got sick. They just... Well, I think I'm just gonna start with this one. So I'm gonna try to open this up. Oh, this is a thick shell. Oh, wow. I just took it to the chiropractor. What is in there?
That's meat.
Yeah, he said that's meat. Can I give you some?
Okay, just some. Okay, thank you.
Let's try it out.
Yeah.
All right.
It tastes better than I imagined before.
Wow. What did you imagine, though?
You know, when you see it and it looks ugly, it looks scary, and it tastes better.
Well, it looks terrifying, so I don't know if that's saying very much. It's like somewhere between a shrimp and a brain.
Really? A brain?
Yeah. I want to come back to this head later, or maybe never. Let's try this one next.
Dish 2, fried isopod with pork fat. With a sauce so blazing hot, it would burn your ears just to hear what's in it. It's hot.
Look at the insides of this one. Oh, that's good quality meat. Looks like a lobster tail.
Yeah.
Maybe?
The tenders of the meat combined with the crunchy of the crackling. This one is so good.
I don't know how they did it, but that's really good.
Yeah.
We have one more course here.
Our final isopod dish is easily the most intimidating. They start by cutting away the shell from the isopod's belly. Then they toss it on the grill and top it with scallion oil and peanuts.
This is a shocker. This could be the main course at a Halloween party.
No, but I think it looks funny, you know, like lying down on the legs up to the sky.
Yeah.
And a lot of peanut in your belly. Yeah, right.
What?
Right.
Oh, it's like scooping out some pudding. Get yourself a scoop.
Okay. Ooh.
Wow, that's a nice looking
Ooh,
bite.
yeah.
I want to tell you something. This is one of the scariest bites I've ever taken in my life.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. So you should be a little scared too, because I've eaten some pretty weird.
How do you find it?
Milky.
Yeah, it's milky.
I think you should tell me about this after I eat this.
Sorry, I was trying to make it more exciting. There's a little bit of funk in there.
A little bit bitter, right?
It might just be in my head. I mean, we're eating out of the stomach of an alien creature. My taste buds have never been more confused. They're so out of place right now. It's like they went to a Halloween party, but they're the only ones that wore a costume. But listen, I think we did it.
Yes.
This has to be the most unique food in Vietnam. Is this something you would try again?
If I have money, then yes.
Really?
Because this is for rich people, you know?
So you feel fancy? You gonna post it on Instagram? All right, listen, we did a great job. Let's get this for takeout and let's get the f out of here.
Okay.
All right, great.
Vietnam knows how to cook. I never doubt this place. Whether familiar or foreign, they always find a way to make it work. Kebabs in Iran, banh mi in Vietnam,
I love it.
boudin sausage in the US.
I like that a lot.
There's one thing that connects us all. It brings out the best in us. Showing that despite our differences,
You want to test the blood?
What?
at the end of the day, we're all people. Sometimes very hungry people. So this is an ode to the part of life that unifies us all.
Ему похер, что есть.
Food.
It's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. No.
Побольше желания.
From researching and shooting to editing and mastering, our 10-person best ever food review show team works hard to roll out the highest quality travel food entertainment twice a week. If you like what we do here, please consider supporting our Patreon. Patreon allows fans of the show to contribute a monthly sum and receive a load of extras like early video releases, private Q&As, and beyond.
To learn more about our Patreon, check out the link in the description box down below. And if you can't give or don't even feel like it, that's okay too. We're just happy you're here. Well, holy cow. What an episode that was. I want to say a huge thank you to Yuin for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I had a great time, and I hope you did too. Guys, we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. A peace. All right, well, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna get an enema. I don't know, I think it'll help
Ủa
somehow.
là phải đi qua hả?
Отстрелки перевод.
Было препятствие.
Can we catch a cow instead?
Что ты
All right,
говоришь, что ли?
let's keep going. This is so dumb. What are we doing?
Exotic food. There's no better place than Southeast Asia to find food that'll make your average Midwesterner do a double take.
Хватит, да.
Born and raised in central Minnesota, I grew up on meat and potatoes. The craziest thing I ate growing up was hot dish. Now that I've lived in Asia for the last 11 years, the foods that once seemed unthinkable are now my new favorites. Today we're back in Myanmar on a mission to uncover the most unique, most unexpected dishes I've seen anywhere. From roadside insects to whatever the heck this thing is. I'm putting my mouth on the line, gambling with my gut, all to show you really great food cannot be judged by appearance alone. Let's eat.
Well, hey guys, good morning and welcome to Mandalay.
The economic center of the north and the second largest city in Myanmar with a population of more than 1 million. With that many people to feed, I'm bound to find some unique, tasty treats.
This shop, very unique. I've seen something like this in Vietnam before. This place has been here over 50 years, second generation, still no signboard. The name of the shop is just the shop across from the Yunnan Buddhist temple. No signage, because here's the thing, if you don't exist, you don't have to pay taxes. Let's just jump into it.
Our first dish of the day, their bestseller, pork brain noodles. This brainy dish starts off with a simple flat noodle, then soy sauce, then homemade spicy pork curry, the pig brain, scallions, and fried garlic.
I'm gonna just give that a mix. Oh yeah, like look at that, man. I'm gonna start with just the noodles. Nice, soft, flat, a little spicy, a little chili oil in there. No super strong flavors. They've got some lime here. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of that. The noodles with the brain, this should change the flavor profile just a little bit. Okay, I like it. Super creamy. The brain almost tastes like chicken. They say it's a secret recipe, but it doesn't look that complicated.
Our second dish, cutting to the chase with a boiled pork brain bowl. If those noodles are impeding your ability to scoop massive amounts of brain matter into your mouth, this is the dish for you. It's basically just chicken broth and a whole think tank of pork brains.
This looks intimidating. Check it out. They say the more wrinkles your brain has, the smarter you are. Is that monk still there? Oh man, our background is gone. Now it's just an empty wall. I gotta say, probably top 3 pig brains I've ever had. I think the best move though is still to probably mix that with some noodles, but that's it. We've done it, guys. It's been a great video. Thank you for coming to Mandalay. It's just a 2-minute video this time, so.
And be sure to check out our second channel, More.
Okay, here's the truth. Today in Mandalay, it's all about exotic foods. Exotic to who? Well, mainly to me. It's kind of normal to folks around here. The brains, certainly not something I grew up with. So we're gonna go throughout the city and even outside of the city to see what.
Представим еще с местами толстенький такой.
Пауков-то нет.
Камбоджа.
Ну, давай.
Чтобы я разрыдалась.
It's super crunchy. It's also been described as dusty.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take a little dust now and then. So, what do we do? Toast?
Toast. All right.
And let's talk about
Cheers.
it. Here we go.
If you've seen my previous videos, you know Cambodia has some amazingly good food, but they also have some of the world's most intimidating food. Therefore, tonight, I will get over my fear of insects for good by eating them. I'm gonna eat the insects. Bug tour. Oh, okay. Today I'm in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Every year, tons of people come here to eat bugs. There's also something about a temple.
The temple is nice temple.
There's a temple.
Yeah, the temple.
I'm not very religious. I just came here to eat bugs.
Take it up, take it over, take it out of control. Today I pray on my soul, and now you got me singing.
Don't move. I'm your friend. I do not fear you, therefore you should not fear me. We are brothers. We are one and the same, though I will eat your cousins in about. Oh my God! Okay, I'm not. You know tarantula, the big spider?
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Nice.
You like that one?
Yes, I like to.
What is the best way to eat tarantula? Do you have it like braised, or do you kind of like fry it? Well, how do you eat the tarantula? After a long day of temple hopping, a lot of travelers end up here. Pub Street, a place that has nothing to do with culture and everything to do with getting wasted and daring your friends to eat something terrifying. It is no coincidence that all the bug stalls on Pub Street are located right next to all the alcohol stalls. Obviously, people are getting wasted and then they're daring their frat boy brothers to indulge in some of the local cuisine here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do Scorpion. If you do eat this in front of a girl, she will find you actually more repulsive. Yeah, she won't like it. For just $1 each, there are just so many yummy treats to choose from. They have grasshoppers, frog, crickets, scorpions, snake. I've had all of it, no big deal. Very easy, especially for someone like me. But I've never had the tarantula. Pub Street does have plenty of yummy food too, but I'm here to take on the king of creepy crawlers. The 8-legged nightmare, the fried tarantula. It has 3 distinct flavors. It has the leg flavor, the head flavor and the body flavor, and I'm really looking forward to trying it. Here's $1.
Fun. But before I eat this tarantula, I need a little appetizer. So I'm heading just down the street to Bugs Cafe.
We can get a hot coconut curry, green, or Mediterranean. Comment now on which you would like me to eat. I'll wait. Okay, people voted for coconut curry. Good choice, guys.
Bugs Cafe is the first insect tapas restaurant in Cambodia ever. And maybe the only one.
There are just a couple flies flying around. Now, are those flies or are those ingredients?
It's the fly, it's not ingredient.
Eating bugs is not really considered taboo in Cambodia, and for some, it's a common snack.
As a child, did you actually eat some kinds of insects, and then what kinds did you?
All kinds of insects.
Okay.
All kinds. So I used to eat cricket, I used to eat tarantula, I used to eat scorpion, I used to eat many different insects.
Today I'm trying their discovery platter, complete with wild spring rolls, an ant puff pastry, sauteed crickets and silkworms, coconut curry topped with bee larvae, and one insect skewer.
Oh God, that beetle. Oh, it's a water bug, it's really big.
Yummy.
I'm gonna go in order from least to most terrifying.
Of course.
Oh, it's got huge eyeballs. It's looking at me.
Most of the items tasted great. In fact, you couldn't even tell they contained bugs at all.
It really tastes kind of like a garlic bread with some ants on it. And really, even if you're eating garlic bread and you drop it and it collects some ants on accident, you still eat it. It's garlic bread.
Sure.
This is crazy. This is called a vegetable. Not bad. And this is like silkworm pupa.
This was silkworm.
Now, the only time I've ever had silkworm pupa was in Korea. And it tasted like something that had, like an old mattress had been boiled for 5 hours. It was not in my top 10. Oh my God. I'm gonna give it another chance. I think that was all about the preparation. 3 of them. It's still a little bit mattressy, but like 5%. It has a nice crunch.
All these little guys are but an appetizer, leading up to this evil-looking monstrosity.
Вот это уже стрёмно. Водяной
Okay. Do you think I should just do one bite?
You can do one bite, it's better.
Yo, look, like this video, subscribe, tell your mom.
Все оттенки. Или расплачется.
It's a lot of chewing. It's like a bunch of rice paper. I'm gonna wash it down with some soup. Wow. You know what?
Он сказал,
Very
что это
nice.
похоже.
That it had almost like a little bit of a sweet teriyaki flavor. The only thing that was difficult is it felt like you were eating like 5 layers of rice paper, and it's like you couldn't. You had to wash it down with something, like a soup.
You're very brave and wonderful, so you can try this kind of thing.
Hey, I like you a lot. I'm brave and wonderful.
So a lot of people that try, they just eat it bit by bit, so it tastes nothing.
That doesn't get likes on YouTube, I do this for the likes. All right, take care. I'm gonna go eat some tarantulas now. Here you can see I've got the tarantula. Normal tarantula, 8 legs, head, body. All right, it's a leg, no big deal, no problem. They're furry. This is like the girl on the swim team who hasn't shaved her legs all semester. If it was up to me, I would want an assortment of dipping sauces, but that's not gonna happen today. This is huge. This is a full meal. So now I'm gonna eat the head. Now I can't remember. I think he said the head had a white meat flavor. We'll find out. I like it. 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 Now, this is not really the body, it's the ass of the spider. Now, what is in the ass? Well, probably the web material is in there. Guts, eggs maybe? There could be a lot of stuff in there, we're not sure. But we know that it's packed with a bit of protein. Okay, you know what? After I do this, then that's it. I'm done. I've done every bug. This is the last thing. Here we go. Good. Good. It's okay. Everything's okay. It is not empty. It is full of stuff. Okay. Look, I cheated. I washed it down with beer. I don't care. Done. It has a dusty flavor. Actually, the inside of the tarantula ass is very similar to the scorpion. It's just there's so much of it. And the scorpion is very airy. Tarantula burp. But the tarantula, it is full of stuff. Well, probably other bugs, because it eats other bugs, but who knows for sure. Okay, guys, I have now eaten every bug. I don't think there's anything left for me to eat. If you can think of a bug I haven't eaten, leave it in the comments, but I think I'm done. Okay, I think this is it, so. Yeah. Okay, peace. Cut. Tarantula, so good, am I right? Well, anyways, don't forget to unsubscribe and dislike this video. Also, I'm headed to Hoi An in a week or so. Let me know if you have any activities.
Это же какой-то червяк.
Я не видел.
Oh God, it's getting closer to my finger.
In this video, you're gonna witness Vietnam's most strange and satisfying street foods.
Ooh, it just immediately falls apart in your mouth.
But first, let's back up. In southern Vietnam, you'll find this country's Mekong Delta, a vast interconnected web of silty rivers and streams. This unique geography means a unique ecosystem.
This river is giving them life.
With food and creatures you won't find anywhere else.
That is one ugly looking effort.
For example, this.
It is everything you don't like about any animal mixed into one.
Today, we're on a mission to learn about the people of the Mekong Delta.
This is the specialty that made her spot blow up right here.
And their out of this world food.
This is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
And it all starts here. Our first stop, a restaurant not just located on the Mekong River, it's located over the Mekong River. The specialty here is great for folks in love with eating local. A slimy, writhing creature that makes a pretty good drinking food.
We are here with Goan behind her, a very interesting seafood found literally just outside the window here in one of the many rivers and streams of the Mekong Delta.
These are Bengal eels, a type of air-breathing eel commonly found and eaten in Southeast Asia.
How many eels would you say are in there? That is a load of eels.
These guys love muddy waters, so they're perfect for being farmed all over the Mekong Delta.
Cô có thể lấy 30 cái được không? Ok, 20 cái. How about 1 cái?
Instead of scales, they possess a smooth, slimy skin.
Oh, shit. Oh. Look at this. We have the eel right here. It's like one long, strong muscle. It has two tiny little eyes in front. It is super slippery.
Like Calvin, this slime is actually their greatest defense.
So slimy.
Miss An has been selling them in this restaurant for the last 30 years.
I think she's just banking on the freshness of these ingredients. People can come in and see it for themselves. This is one of those Asian traditions I can get behind when it comes to dining out. Seeing the food you're gonna eat, staring it in the little beady eyes and saying, hey, I want this one. Can you say that one for me?
Được cái này nha.
The processing has begun. We have the eels right here. She's putting it into the charcoal, and this charcoal is like no charcoal I've seen before.
This charcoal is made from burnt rice husks. Its main purpose is to help remove the slime from the eels.
Oh my gosh. Wow. She makes quick work of these. Off goes the head, off goes the tail. Then she slits it down the middle and pulls out the intestine. And it looks like an earthworm. Apparently, this can be cooked and eaten as well. I'm not sure the recipe, but we're gonna find out real soon.
From here, the eels are cleaned off, then part cooked on a grill for 45 minutes.
This one is not cooked all the way. What they do is they kind of par cook it for you, and then you cook it the rest of the way at the table. Let's start with our appetizer, the river prawns.
Giant fresh river prawns. They're one of the most commonly farmed seafoods here in the Mekong Delta region. They're set apart by their huge flailing claws.
When you grab one of them, they're just like, I swear, give me 15 minutes, I'm going to pinch you.
Despite their impressive size, the claws are still too small to eat, so they're hacked off, along with its other appendages and the shell. Now, all that's left is a delicious prawn sashimi. That is a freshwater sashimi, which you're not really supposed to eat raw. But what's the worst that could happen? Oh right, parasites.
It's a very clean flavor, super meaty, a nice and interesting texture. Like you can feel the tissue tearing apart as you eat it in a really interesting way. That's very nice. Moving on to the eel. Do you think it's done?
It's way done, dude.
Okay. I think we need to utilize some of the sauces on the table. There's no marination or anything here.
We have two sauces. One is a tamarind-based sauce.
I like the meat. Very fatty, earthy. It's a thick, sweet, sugary sauce. It's just a little tart.
I like it. So this is lemongrass, chili, and fish sauce.
Cheers.
The skin, as you grill it, becomes a little rubbery. I can see why Japanese love this dish. They're all about texture.
There's no bigger ratio of ugliness to deliciousness. It looks like it's a bat skin on the outside, which conjures memories of Wuhan, labs, experimentation, Bill Gates. But once you actually know how it's gonna taste, then you start to appreciate it. It's a really good flavor. Legitimately like that. Last course.
Last course.
Boiled eel intestines. Start with a pork broth. Add garlic. Then water, lemongrass, fresh chilies, MSG, sugar, and the eel intestine. Finally, chop in green onions and finish cooking at the table. We want this to be nice and hot.
It looks like leeches.
That's not like leeches. It looks like leeches. Let me find the biggest piece I can because you know and the audience knows that I love this stuff. Oh.
Oh, Calvin, that's one of the worst things I've ever eaten. Holy cow, it was so bitter. I'm glad we saved that for dessert. That is a nice touch to end the meal with. The texture is good. It's like a little chewy at first. Then the bile starts leaking out. It's insanely bitter.
Continue on.
It just coats your mouth from that point, and it has a hold of you.
It turns out the bitter taste comes from the bile sac attached directly to the eel's intestine.
Some places really appreciate that deep bitterness, but for me, it's hard to wrap my mouth around. I want a Coke.
I want a Diet Coke so bad right now.
I want a 2 Coke.
Oh.
As you can see, the Mekong is known for a long list of unique and sometimes scary creatures you'll only find here. If eel intestines make you yawn, perhaps this next food will put some boost in your roost.
Now there ain't nothing to it. Go ahead and bring Goliath on. Ain't no giant iron gon' fire on. Catch a fade, you I'm wrong.
Ting Bien Market is the heartbeat of this community, holding clues to some of the most unique food stories. From produce sellers offering snake fruit all the way to the bug guy.
Here, Mr. Nguyen has a huge array of different species, from dried geckos to huge millipedes, and then this right here.
This is a Vietnamese forest scorpion.
Where do you get these from?
Walmart.
A scorpion found throughout Vietnam and Laos. You'll often find them suspended in a bottle of local rice wine.
Can you pick some of these up? Why do you keep putting them over me for? Oh God, it's getting closer to my finger. Take a deep breath. If it stings you, you probably won't die. Will he die? I will not die. However, there will be a big swollen spot where the scorpion is biting me. It's like a bee sting. I kind of want to see if I can catch one. Oh, I did it! Yes, dude! These are some of the most disconcerting creatures. It is everything you don't like about any animal mixed into one. They look evil.
Insects like these are an essential component for remedies in Eastern medicine.
You have a centipede here. They look very creepy. Do these bite?
These are giant centipedes, an extremely aggressive, quick, and venomous species of centipede.
If that thing bit you, it'd be 10 times as worse than any scorpion sting you ever had.
What ailment does this help with?
By soaking it into rice wine, it will then cure the pimples in the body. But even better than that, people who do cockfighting, they will let their chicken drink this, and it'll give their chicken superpower strength.
So it's great for your pimples, it's great for your cock. There's one more I really want to focus on, this right here.
Is that an alien that I'm looking at?
Meet the king of gushy insects, the termite queen. Like bees, each termite nest has one queen whose job is to make termite babies non-stop. They produce around 30,000 eggs per day. That's one every 3 seconds.
Wow, I was hoping that the jar was creating a magnification effect, but nope, they're gigantic.
Here, Mr. Nguyen soaks them in rice wine.
So what is that thing hanging out of that one side?
That is its mouth.
That is its...
Yes.
I know I like eggs. Let's see how I like this.
That is a new sensation. The worm membrane gets stretched out and swollen. As you bite into it, the membrane breaks open, and then there's this interesting combination of the contents of the worm plus the alcohol mixed together, leaking out into your mouth, and then there's a little crunchy head part. Wow, I cannot believe that exists. The other part is I have a buzz right now. I feel like I just took 2 shots of vodka.
As you can see, some guys in the Mekong Delta really love their rice wine, whether it's paired with bugs or with our next food. This is pork, but it's no cut of pork you've ever seen before.
This is the specialty that made her spot blow up right here. This is pig eye used for her pig eye hot pot.
Miss Hua adapted this idea from her husband's favorite drinking spot.
Why did you choose this cut?
While the guys are busy drinking their face off, they can also eat the face off this portion of pig skull.
This one's special because behind the eye socket, there's a piece of meat there that not many people know about. Out of the whole head, this meat is the best meat you're ever gonna get.
It's so popular, she sells 100 pieces a day. You can guess how many pigs that is.
Are you actually eating the eyeball itself or just the tissue behind it?
Everything on there is edible except for one part.
The bones?
The bones.
Before you can enjoy this hot pot, the face parts must be boiled until they become tender.
Is it gonna help my vision or something?
Then it's joined by blood cakes and congee, or rice porridge.
Your eyes will sparkle like the Milky Way.
Add straw mushrooms, chopped greens, ginger, green onions, and fried shallots. On the side, pig brain and bone marrow.
This is already bubbling up. I'm gonna attempt to pull this off.
Okay, be careful. It is very, very hot.
I've got this piece right here. I think it's the jaw muscle that's responsible for like when your teeth grind.
Or when you're doing MDMA.
Oh yeah. Oh. It's tender, porky. I enjoy that a lot.
You come around to the eye socket. There is some more meat over here.
Yes, this is the piece she was talking about. Take a look at this. Here is the eye, and then as you go back, there's the retina and all the muscles that help control the eye. Stunning.
It's like no other texture that I can ever describe. It's soft, it's fatty, it's moist.
Right here we have the blood cubes. What animal is this from?
My best guess, it's for a pig.
That's a dang good guess. Ooh, it just immediately falls apart in your mouth. This is a whole different texture than other types of blood cake. I'm becoming a blood connoisseur, like the guy from Here, we have some organs, some brain, and we've got some bone marrow in here too.
Remember what she says, whatever you eat, that helps that part of your body. If you eat the brain, you get smarter. If you eat the eye, your eyes become brighter and shinier. If you eat a penis,
Then you get so good at eating penis. Oh, that was a smart pig. Hot, creamy, and a little nutty. I like it. This is bone marrow, dude. Really? Wow, that is fascinating. It's like a little worm. There's a bunch of fatty tissue around it, like a foamy, hot brain, and then some part that just tastes like intestine or cartilage that's really chewy. I like it. This is like all-night drinking food. And I think a lot of what we've seen so far in the Mekong Delta is connected to drinking somehow. And that's all I know. I think all we have left to do, maybe heal our souls a little bit. Undo the debauchery and see a place that's serving with a menu much more divine.
The only thing strange about our final location is how they're able to crank out thousands of dishes each day without charging a single cent.
What you're doing here reminds me of when I went to the Golden Temple in Amritsar. There they have a huge Sikh temple where they're just serving free food to thousands and thousands of people every day. Here you're doing something very similar, but in the Vietnamese way. How does it work?
anybody can come here, rich or poor, doesn't really matter. First, they come here, they pray, they show respect. After that, they can come and get bánh xèo and nourish themselves.
Bánh xèo is a popular street food, a savory pancake loved for its crispy exterior. Here at Lying Buddha Pagoda, they've been serving these free rice pancakes since 1999.
Why bánh xèo?
At first, it was served on special holidays and weekends, but as demand increased, so did their output.
The ingredients can be locally sought out. This batter can stay long term. And as you can see, he can cook multitude of bánh xèo all at once.
Since 2009, they've been serving free pancakes every day.
The first 3 months of the year, they can do over 220 pounds of bánh xèo batter in one single day. That is about 4,000 bánh xèos.
The bánh xèo here starts with a flaming hot cast iron wok.
Usually bánh xèo would have some pork, it would have some shrimp, but we are in a Buddhist pagoda, so that means no meat whatsoever within these walls.
Add shredded cassava root.
This is not an easy job. You're standing between 10 different fire pits. It is like 1,000 degrees back here.
And pour in the pancake batter, made of rice flour, water, and a little turmeric for color.
Imagine trying to cook 10 pancakes at once. I could hardly do 2 if I had 2 pans.
Fill it with mung bean and a tofu mixture.
So we just picked up our meal right here. They have vegetables, and then on the side, they have a sauce. Now, this is a fake fish sauce.
I wouldn't call it fake. What I would say is that it's a vegetarian dipping sauce that's supposed to mimic a savory fish sauce.
Yeah, it's fake. Right out?
Let's try it out.
I love it.
Good, right? It really mimics that savory fish sauce flavors that we're looking for.
I'm down with that. This is usually how I eat it. I grab the fillings, I throw it in a leaf like I'm eating Korean barbecue.
Okay.
I fold that up, I give it a little bit of a dip, and then I eat it.
You don't add any cucumber to it?
I must have missed that step. It's very nice. This is a delicious texture combination. You have crispy greens on the outside, different textures on the inside depending on what part of the bánh xèo you're eating. You can feel the mung beans and the cassava is really softened up. And then you get that nice wet sauce. I gotta say, I'm very stunned by this sauce. It is a perfect binding agent to this food.
Even though this is a vegetarian bánh xèo, you're not really missing the pork belly or the shrimp. You're getting different textures, different flavors. This pagoda really thinks about everybody. You can get a nice meal without paying any money.
It's a real pillar of the community. People come here, they donate what they can, and some people can't donate anything, and then some people overcompensate, provide enough food for days. So somehow it works out for everybody. I love the mission, and I just can get behind any mission that involves free food.
I agree with you 100%.
Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace. What did you do before the restaurant?
Ngân hàng công thương.
Ở nhà nấu cơm.
Ngân hàng công thương.
Oh.
Сейчас камеру отключу. Двоечку пробью.
2022, I'm going to find every single one of you guys, and I'm going to put a scorpion in your bed.
Did you have to invent your own recipes?
Dạ tự luôn.
Yes. She is a woman of very few words. Right to the point, not into storytelling. It's very transactional, like a bank account. You had a question, complete, receipt, done.
Ладно, дорогие подписчики, это было грандиозное путешествие в мир еды. Спасибо, что вы не пришли. Не приходите, пожалуйста, больше никогда. Нам очень классно вдвоем время проводить. А то, что мы делаем, это чтобы кто-то смотрел, поебать вообще. Поэтому всем пока.